So analyses is a company that's involved in developing and putting out into the hospitals wireless patient monitoring systems. We start with the idea of being able to take data from patients continuously and in a way which is really unobtrusive. So inherently that means it's got to be a wireless system. And one of the things that we develop and have developed a suite of new wearable technologies that can be worn on the body, taking the patient's vital signs and immediately turning them into digital information. And take that and put it into a server. So the patients are being continuously monitored, almost like intensive care grade monitoring, but it can be done on any bed that you choose or every bed in a hospital. So this data is used to give the clinical teams and the nursing teams just a way of knowing what's happening to the patient at that moment. It's exactly the same as a nurse coming around, taking OBS, but instead of writing them down, the system collects the data and immediately puts it into a data store. So the nurses and the doctors who then come around and look at the patients can see exactly what's happened to the patient at that point in time. So that's the first thing, and that's great. The second thing is incredible in the sense that what we're really doing is collecting data in such a way that we can start to develop mathematical models from which it is possible to determine what's going to happen to a patient at some point in the future. If you know what's going to happen to the patient, you can make an intervention to prevent something far worse happening. The patient status engine is a true platform. It can be configured relatively easily to cover a whole lot of disease areas and clinical needs. We put this forward under the strapline of every patient monitored, so that literally every patient in a hospital could have continuous monitoring. In other words, somebody comes into the hospital, the first thing that happens, they get a patch slapped on them, and from there on, they're covered in some way. So I think this is very, very significant, and I think this will allow this equipment to be widely used.